From the beginning of time, women have been faced with gender inequality in every aspect of society. The root of the problem came from women not having the rights they deserved. For hundreds of years, women had no rights, power, or equality compared to men. All women could do in life was to cook, clean, and to take care of the children. They were not allowed to get an education or get jobs. Men were always considered superior over women. However, some women took a stand. Since women lacked many rights involving their freedom, leadership opportunities, and involvement in the workplace, women suffragists fought to change the law. With those women who stood up for more rights, women have the privileges they do today. Yet, women are still not seen as equals to men in society as of today. From a handful of brave and rebellious women in the 1800s, women gained many rights over the years.
My name is Jean Camp. I'm 74 years old and I was born and raised in Ohio. During the time that I grew up, there was very limited resources for girls. If you wanted to get a further education, what you would be looking at was secretarial, teachers, or nurses. Most of the girls that I went to school with, in high school that is, felt that they would just become homemakers. And if they did go out on a job, it was usually in the clerical aspect, working in a 5 and dime store, something like that. The other thing that we were limited in was sports. There were very few sports as it is today. And as you know today, girls are have many more opportunities. The enrollment in colleges is more free and open to girls as it was to boys then. And of course you have the opportunity to be a COO of a company, a CEO, an engineer, a technician. There are just anything that a man can do today, a girl could do. And I guess those are the major things that I see as differences in when I was growing up and when the girls and young ladies are growing up today. I feel like that I was an example of a growing modern day woman because I did go to nursing school. I went on and I took some college courses, and from being a bedside nurse, I was able to become director of a hospital, 500-bed hospital, which was a big achievement for me. So I know that the girls today have many opportunities, and it will be a great future for the young ladies of tomorrow.
With women gaining more rights over the years, men feel less powerful and are intimidated. The strive for equality among genders drove men to resort in violence. Violence against women is a major issue in our world today. There are many different causes and effects to this issue, depending on the type of violence. The mistreatment of women occurs in a domestic environment where the abuse can come from a spouse or a family member, or it can occur in public. Women are often seen as weak, which makes it easier for men to place their own blame on the women around them. Every 9 seconds, a woman in the U.S. is assaulted or beaten. 1 in 5 girls who have been in a relationship say their boyfriend has threatened violence or self-harm. Around the world, at least 1 in every 3 women have been beaten, coerced into sex, or otherwise beaten in their lifetime. Women of all races, ages, and social status can be victims of violence.
It's the shocking pic of Rihanna's bruised, bloodied, and battered face.
Another form of violence that women can endure is human trafficking. Human trafficking involves the buying and selling of people against their will.
As usual, we saved the best for last. The bidding will begin at $100,000. I have 150, 200, 250, 3, 4, sold.
98% of victims forced into sexual exploitation industry are women. 56% of victims forced into commercial economic exploitation are women and girls. To prevent violence and human trafficking, women should always be aware of their surroundings and know their resources. There is one conveniently located here on the Kennesaw campus that is in Kennesaw Hall. It is the Women's Resource and Interpersonal Violence Prevention Center. Another problem women face on a day-to-day basis is the struggle with negative body image. Women resort to acts of self-harm such as eating disorders, physical abuse, and emotional distress. 91% of women are unhappy with their bodies. 95% of women with eating disorders are between the ages of 12 and 25. 20% of people suffering from anorexia will prematurely die of complications including suicide and heart problems. Women should learn how to embrace their bodies for the way they are, whether that means they are big or small, short or tall.
Finals. How are we paying for regionals? A bikini car wash is definitely out of the question.
No, Aubrey, I'm like super good at bikini car washes.
By coming together with love and support, women around the world can silence the negative voices about women.
You are smart.
You are kind. You are strong. And together we can be the change.
You are beautiful. You are smart. You are funny. You are kind. You are unique. You are worthy of love and affection.